Hello everyone, Santier here, and also known as Ben, and welcome to more Majora's Mask with my sister.
Hello.
Getting right to it, gotta tell the guard to let us past.
Have you some errand in the swamp? It is dangerous outside of the town wall, so I cannot allow a child like you to... A sword? My apologies, sir. It's wrong of me to treat you like a child. The southern swamp at Woodfall lies in this direction. Be careful.
So, I do like that they have guards that are like, yeah, it's dangerous outside, there's monsters.
Yeah. Well, and again, like I said in the previous episode, adulthood being conferred by being able to defend yourself, having a weapon.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting. Where everyone treats Deku Scrub as a little kid, but they treat Link as an adult once they realize he has a weapon.
Yep. Am I gonna regret not having grabbed rupees?
You probably should grab some supplies. I don't know about rupees, but you might want, like, you know, bombs or something.
Yeah, I've got a blast mask though.
That's true. You do have a blast mask. And you can't get, like, arrows or anything yet because it's too early on. I guess you could get Deku nuts or parts.
And Deku sticks.
Magic.
I don't know, I feel like I can grab a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, you'll probably find it along the way. Some here too.
So the plan for this episode is to try to do most of the lead up to the first dungeon.
All right. I think the first thing is to check out the Swamp Tourist Center. Now, all four of these regions, you'll need the bigger stone to take up later.
Yeah.
All four of these regions actually have the same music, but they're different instrumentation, so they sound different until you realize it's the same tune.
Yeah, like I can hear it if I think about the different...
Yeah. And they're kind of sad tunes, not very happy sounding. Blimey, where is he? That's... Blimey just sounds so like Australian or British or something.
Yeah.
Blimey, where is he? That spoiled child's off playing hooky again. A child his age has no business searching for fairies. Oh! Welcome! Well then, why don't you show me the pictograph you've taken? Huh? Is this your first time entering the pictograph contest? Well, the Swamp Tourist Center is currently holding a pictograph contest. So I was distracted by his glasses. I was trying to figure out if they had, like...
He looks like an aviator.
Yeah, like, I think I'm seeing his eyes behind... I was like, is it weird, like, you know how they'll have, like, crazy scientists, mad scientist glasses that are, like, a spinning circle?
No, I think it's just his eyes.
And it's his eyes that I was seeing, not like a spinning whirl or whatever. Wow, he just looks kind of aviator, as you say. It's open to all ages, from children to adults. For a nice pictograph taken in the swamp, a free boat cruise will be awarded as a special prize. So, would you like to enter our contest? Oh, but to enter, you first must take the boat cruise. Boat cruise reservations are handled at that window over there. If you're interested, go for a ride. Doesn't he give you the pictograph box?
I thought he did.
I did too. Maybe she gives you the pictograph. I bet Kome gives it to you. That must be it.
Old Kome's boat cruise ticket office closed. Please inquire at the Magic Hag's potion shop near the edge of the swamp.
Yep. So I guess what it must be is that once you... I think that's the sign you were reading. It must be that...
You're right.
It must be that once you rescue her, she gives it to you when you take the free boat cruise that you win because you rescued her. So we misremembered apparently. Apparently Kome gives it to you. We'll find out. Now, as a Zora and a Goron, I think you're tall enough to walk in this. Is that right?
I believe so, yes. And you can hop across it as a Deku.
Yes, which might have been faster than swimming. I'm not sure.
It probably would have been.
But this is faster, obviously, now. Well, this really reminds me of going to the Deku tree. We got like this kind of twisty passageway with the Deku Babas.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But it's different green, I think. I think it's a different shade. Like, it's more blue or something. Maybe to feel more like a swamp rather than a forest. Considering this other color saturation's all off, I guess it's hard to judge that sort of thing, huh?
It is. We'll have to see when I actually have edited the episodes. Again, oh, there's a sign over there. I'm going to read the sign. Please feel free to take our fresh spring water home with you.
But yeah, for people who don't remember or haven't heard, we are going to be changing the saturation, is what you're going to say, right?
Yeah, the saturation on the recording device that we're using, and there's no settings on it to adjust this, is aggressive. So I've been going through in the editing and post with the Ocarina of Time series, and it'll probably apply to this one as well, and dramatically decreasing the saturation amount. Sorry, I saw a ladder on top of the house.
I did too! Maybe you have to be on the roof already to use the ladder. I bet there's like a magic beanstalk or something.
That could be.
She's sleeping. Look at her big eyeballs. They're so funny looking. Welcome. My potions work very well, they do. She's like Yoda or something. Are you by chance a boat cruise customer? How unfortunate. Komei has gone into the woods out back looking for mushrooms. Now that I think about it, she's a bit late coming back. Say, could you go find her for me? Yes, it's easy getting lost in these woods. Ask the monkeys that live there.
Oh, that's actually pretty cheap.
Actually, I can't get the ingredients for this, so I'm sold out, sorry. You can help her find the ingredients for it, however.
Oh, wow. 10 rupees for the green potion.
Woof. That's nice.
And only 20 for the red. These are 30 in town. This was 100 in Ocarina of Time.
Well, she's the source rather than being exported. If only I had some fragrant mushrooms. She could make the blue potion, huh? Long ago, this powerful nose of mine could detect them wherever they grew. But lately, my nose has lost its touch. It's tough getting old. Oh, preach it, sister. I want to look at her from the side, because I feel like her nose, like, she looks different from the front versus when you can see how big her nose is. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. I really think it's fun that she is literally a boss enemy in Ocarina of Time. Like, you fight her and kill her or whatever, defeat her as a boss in Spirit Temple. Woods of Mystery, beware ferocious turtles. And
That's
then
true.
in this game, she's like a neutral / good guy character. Nothing at all. Like, you don't fight her in any manner whatsoever.
Yeah.
I think that's fascinating that, like, they completely change.
So this is a Lost Woods area.
Yeah, and so I was going to say really fast, I think it's really interesting that because it's like the Lost Woods, they keep the music. But the way that music is used in this game is the connection of the
Skull Kid.
The Skull Kid, yeah. So it's like feels really random of like, why does this place have the music that the Skull Kid is associated with?
It also just feels different because it has like the stone sort of thing going on.
Yeah, and the swampy kind of. The foliage is different on the walls.
Yeah. Also, because this is they set this up a bit different than the Lost Woods. This is not a thoroughfare. This is a side corner.
Yeah.
And it's actually a different pattern each day.
Yes, each day is different. Which is why you have to have the monkeys. Follow me. Wait, he probably should be British too, because he lives with the Deku Scrubs. I'll have to do that when we actually talk to him. But yeah, but does he say?
Anyway.
I that just sticks in my mind of that sound effect that they make.
Yeah, it's a very potent sound effect.
But yeah, like I understand both the thought process of why they're playing the Woods of Lost Woods music and why it's associated with Soul Kid, but they don't actually make sense being paired together. So it's kind of weird in this game how that ended up happening. Oh, ow, help me! I was just busy minding my own business picking mushrooms when, bam, I got hit from behind. That pesky Skull Kid, did he think an old hag wouldn't recognize him if he hid his face? I like that way of registering the fact that he's wearing a mask as being the key thing. Everyone knows him as a guy that plays pranks, but now the pranks have gotten way more serious that he's got the mask on.
Yeah.
And that's a nice way of like kind of mentioning that without actually explicitly saying it. Oh, ow, to think that he's powerful, that powerful, and now I can't even move. You have anything that gives you energy? Nope, sorry. What is this? You're no help. I say, you're not at all what you make yourself out to be. What did I make myself out to be? What? Harumph. End of the Woods of Mystery. This way to the entrance.
Cool.
That's funny. All right, well, let's go tell.
This is one of the more cool things that you can do is depending upon what sort of sword slashes you do.
It breaks it differently?
It cuts the sign differently.
That is fun. You're not going to use your Song of Healing to fix that poor sign? Did nothing to you?
We'll show this off. It's kind of cool that they do these sorts of things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're not necessarily complicated things to add, but they just make the game richer to have.
Yeah. And I believe in Ocarina of Time, it's Zelda's Lullaby that does that. Is that right?
It might be the Song of Time.
Oh, interesting.
There's definitely a song that you can play in Ocarina of Time to repair signs that you've
I
broken.
think it's Zelda's Lullaby, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember offhand
Also,
what song it
I
was.
think if you go into the river in Icana Canyon, it drops you out there where that waterfall is.
Oh, that's neat.
We'll have to try it sometime.
Yeah,
huh?
we'll have to try that.
All right, this is Kotake, right? Tee-hee-hee, welcome. My potions work very well, they do. What's that? The Skull Kid got to Kome? That's ridiculous. If it's just the Skull Kid, then what harm could he possibly do? Oh, well, if that's true, then take this potion to her. This isn't good. And our first bottle! Woo!
Yeah. After using the potion, save the bottle for storing things.
Like Deku Princesses.
Yeah.
Like, again, quick, take that potion to her! We talked about this in Ocarina of Time, because there's a similar thing where you were forced to get a bottle over the course of the thing that then you needed a bottle for.
Yeah, Ruto's letter.
Yes,
in order
Ruto's
to get
letter.
a fish.
Yes, because you need a fish to enter, but then you have to get it. Follow me. So this feels like it's kind of working the same way, where it's necessary story, of game design, but it's cleverly done as well, game design, where they make sure you definitely have the bottle. You get the bottle over the course of the gameplay that you're going to be required to have later on.
Yeah.
That you fell for that twice. You almost went in the wrong entrance twice, Ben.
And I'm just following this monkey.
Yep. He's fainting, apparently, with an E, not an A.
Yeah.
She's the one fainting with an A. Oh, yow, yow! Don't you feel obligated to help a sorry old hag when you see one? Who decided hag was the word they were going to use to refer to themselves?
I don't know.
Ah, that color, that smell. That's definitely Kotake's. I love that she's gonna burp here at the end. And then the red comes out.
Yep.
Ooh, feel the energy flow! Kume is revived! And if you do this whole thing on like day 2, Kotake is out in the woods looking for her. On her broom, like this.
Yeah.
Because she's realized that she's delayed. Like she's she's kind of late. But on day 2, she's like, okay, she's really late, let me look for her. You saved me! I'm the Swamp Tour Guide. I run the boat cruise, so come by if you want a free ride. Alright, I have to get into British mode because monkeys are going to talk to us. You should, by the way, when the monkeys are done talking to you, you should follow them because that's funny. Okay, British mode. Can I talk in a British accent? I will try. Alright, let's try doing monkey voices now. You have strange powers, no? Me been watching you. Lately, this swamp filled with poison water. Temple above waterfall strange. Brother go to temple. But brother no able to find temple entrance. Temple for Deku only. Brother captured by Deku, now in palace. Help! Follow them, Ben. Follow that monkey. Because it's funny. I think it's funny anyway. Maybe no one else thinks it's funny. Haha! They just vanish.
Yep.
So the idea is that you don't follow them, so they just wander off and, you never see them. But if you follow them, they just disappear.
Yeah, that is funny.
I think that's funny. But anyway, also, their house is really bizarrely... we were far enough back that you could actually get a proper look at it. It's like a tea kettle or something. Like it's a
brewing.
I know, it's just really funny looking. Yep, and there's that bridge. Or bridge, oh my goodness.
That weird ladder.
Bladder, thank you. It's funny shape. So, to know that this is my favorite game, when I was in college, we had some kind of contest for like decorating our dorm room doors. And I decorated my dorm room door with, like, Termina. So, there was, in the north, you got the mountains, that was like the background, you had the mountain, and then you had Clocktown in the middle, and you had the swamp at the bottom. I didn't really have the east and west place because it was vertical, obviously. So I actually made like a model of that house that I had like in the swamp at the bottom. So you'll have to include pictures of my dorm room door in the video, Ben.
There you go. You're gonna have to give them to me.
Yeah, they're on my computer. I can do that. But yeah, so I actually made a model of that house of the potion hags. No, the swamp hags potion shop. No, what is it called now? Magic Magic Hag's Potion Shop?
Something like that.
I think I might have gotten it. All right, well, let's see if we get a pictograph out of this. She's like a bird.
Yeah.
I've always thought like that's her beak, but it's her nose. Oh, thanks for what you did back there. In a special deal just for you, I'll only take a cruise for free. Yes, we've got a special going on right now, so we're giving this out for free. There we go. We were right. We get a pictograph here. Pictograph box, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we can take pictures now. They improved this in later games where you can take more than one picture.
Yeah.
And also in color later on. I think even just like at the next game, Wind Waker, they
Yeah,
have some
Wind
of those
Waker has a
innovations.
pictograph box with 3 spots, and you can upgrade it to take color pictures.
Yeah.
And you need the color version, I think, to be able to turn them into statuettes, which is a side quest, which is both very cool and not, like, completion of that is absolutely bonkers.
Yes.
Absolutely bonkers.
I think you can't actually do it your first run through. You have to do it because the second time through the game, you can have the pictograph box from the beginning, and like I think you have to have that in order to get all of the trophies.
I'm not sure on that
figurettes
front.
or whatever figurines.
But certainly, like, your opportunity to take pictures of certain things is very limited.
Yeah.
Like, it's a cool system, but it's also just like
If
it's
you're
very difficult to do in a linear game when your access to certain characters to
Yeah.
take pictures of them has very precise windows.
if you're a completionist, then it's going to drive you bonkers having to try to do that.
Yeah.
So I think it includes figurines of all the enemies too.
Yeah, like including the bosses.
Like all the different types of enemies need to have a picture
So
of
it's like,
them.
congratulations, did you get a picture of this boss during the boss fight?
Yeah.
Is it good enough to turn into a statuette?
And that's the thing, because I remember you got a picture of Tetra. At one of the few windows you had to get a picture of Tetra.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, it was too much of a close-up. We couldn't see her whole body, so it doesn't count, or it doesn't work. It was like, "Argh!" All right. If you take a nice picture from the boat, take it to that fella over there. All right, the boat's leaving. Welcome to the boat cruise. Please set your pictograph box to C, then press C to look through it. Please enjoy the swamp scenery to your heart's content. We'll enjoy the scenery. And the music. The music's actually very faint. We really hear the swamp sound, which is kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I bet we're going to go past where the frog is, which is also fun. Because the frogs are cute. And you can see Woodfall. It looks kind of like Death Mountain did in the other game. It's got like that... Ooh,
Beehive.
I saw a wasp nest.
Yeah.
Where it's got that kind of ring of cloud around it. It's very purple, though. Oh, and there's that giant moon.
Yep.
We weren't even looking at the Octorok. So we just killed the Octorok. Now we're getting into the poison water.
The big octos block you from going through here normally.
Do you think this is all red foliage because it's dead because the water's poisoned? Or do you think
that
it's
could
like
be.
supposed to be like autumnal or something, like where it's just weird plants that are red? Now arriving at Deku Palace. The swamp water is poisonous here. Swamp water is one word, huh? So please be careful. Are you disembarking?
I am.
More monkeys. I love this song. Deku Palace. So no more swimming for you. You have to hop on the things now.
Activating stealth mode.
Oh, I have to do British accent. Okay, I have to get into British voice. I don't know why. I just can't like do it. I have to get into
Can't
it
flip
first.
the switch.
I can't flip the switch. I have to like. I can't read out loud and flip the switch. I have to flip it in advance of reading out loud. I don't know why.
That's interesting.
Okay, it's really weird. I don't understand how my brain works.
Yeah.
Right, this is the palace of the Deku Kingdom. Only those on official business may enter. But you may enter to see the public humiliation of the foolish monkey who angered our king. Follow this hall straight to the royal chamber. Do not enter any other areas whatsoever. Yeah, and again, we're doing British accents because Ben made me. No, because they have a king, so we figured, hey, they have British accents.
Royal Chamberhead. Because you thought it would be fun to use them, and we decided this would be the fun place to do it.
Apparently. All right. Look at all the... Like, look like they're running in place almost. I think it's funny. I haven't seen your face before. Are you visiting? Usually, I don't allow the likes of you in my royal chamber, but today is different. We're about to punish the foolish monkey who kidnapped the Deku princess. He has insulted the royal family. I'll show him what happens when you do that. That foolish monkey is up in that cage. Take a good look at his face. Do you want to get a pictograph of him or Tingle?
Oh, Tingle's way funnier.
Okay, Tingle. I saw it! The monkey and the princess entering the temple at night. But only the monkey came back out. The tiny princess only recently learned to play the Deku pipes. His Royal Highness was so proud of her. Now, okay, let me start this again. Only royal family members can enter the sunken temple, so it's obvious the monkey was using her. Rumor has it that the monkey ate the princess. How frightful! Now, there is one of these guys, this kind of Deku scrub, that appears in Ocarina of Time. So, like, they're almost like the default courtiers here at the Deku Palace, but there's only one that shows up. And I remember, because it's at the Deku stage, so you have to do something weird, like with a mask or something. I'm not quite sure how you activate it. But, so you just see him sitting in his Deku flower. So you just see that weird, like, top thing they've got sticking up.
Yeah.
And it's like, I want to know what he looks like. And I didn't know how to activate it. Like, how do I make him appear? I want to know what this guy looks like with this weird thing sticking out of the Deku flower. And here you actually get to see them. So,
yep.
Monkey voice now. I need to be British again. They keep saying that I kidnapped her. No matter how many times they say it, it's not going to bring the princess back. If they're not careful, the princess will fall victim to a monster. Please believe my words. It's interesting to me that this monkey, like, speaks more... You don't talk to the butler, huh? Speaks more grammatically correctly.
I didn't see him.
He was sitting right over there. He's next to the king. The other the other monkeys are like, you know, they use me instead of I and stuff like that, and he like actually talks properly. Now that our beloved princess is missing, the king has been unable to keep his cool. I fear the princess may be caught up in some kind of trouble, just as that monkey claims. I love his mustache, by the way. But in his current state, the king can't even send troops out to look for her. What are we to do? He's like the one sensible guy. Also, the fact that he's like being so formal and he says keep his cool, which is really informal, is just hilarious to me.
Yeah.
He's so dignified looking. I love that image. Just look at that. Feast your eyes. He's awesome. I like him.
I like a statue of the Deku Butler.
That would be cool. Oh, yes. A statue of Deku Butler. All right. Now, the monkey who wouldn't talk to us that we ignored. All right. We're back now. Sorry for ignoring you earlier. Was my brother all right?
For certain definitions of tied up to a stake, all right.
Yeah. Did you see entrance to cage? We know secret route there. Enter secret route from outer garden entrance. But entrance in tall place. No can reach it. Need bean from bean cellar. Live beneath palace garden. Understand my meaning? Oh, you smart. Plant bean in soft place by outer garden. You figure out rest. Hurry, help brother. And it's not just actually that we need the bottle for the Deku Princess. We actually need it for spring water as well. Because you need water to make the plant grow. At nighttime, you can see their line of sight.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can manage it without that, though. Ooh, you're getting far. Money! It's also a piece of heart later on in here, if you want to bother with that. More money.
Their line of sight is very straight, but...
Yeah, and limited. I really like this one.
I'm still gonna be like focus mode.
It's interesting. I just realized both... Oh, it's not talking.
Yeah.
In both this game and Ocarina of Time, the avoid the guards is in a palace garden. Please feel free to take with... Like, how did the Swamp Tourist Center get a sign out here? When, like, no one who is a tourist... That was really funny. No one who is a tourist is allowed. Only Deku Scrubs are allowed. And actually, only Deku Scrubs who live in the palace.
Why is there a thing here?
In case you wanted to practice. Only Deku... I think you need to buy 2 of them, by the way, if I remember correctly. You might want to do that just in case, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. You probably just need one.
Where is the guy?
He's in the other corridor. There you go. But the only Deku Scrubs who live in the palace are allowed in these gardens. So why did the Swamp Tourist Center put...
Why did this guy set up here?
That too. He's not... If he leaves, he'll immediately be caught and thrown out. Maybe this is remnants of a previous time when the Deku were more open to visitors and they clamped down or something. Well, You're the first customer I've had in a long time. That's what happens when you live in a hole in the ground in private property. You don't get many customers. Do you need any magic beans? They sprout leaves as soon as you water them. That they do. Important to note, because in the other game, you had to wait 7 years.
Yeah, you planted them as a kid and used them as an adult.
And so you don't want people to think you plant it on day 1 and have them pop out on day 3, right? You have to know that it's with water. Give them a try. I didn't hear what he said.
Give me a free sample.
Nice. You can plant them whenever you want, but if you don't water them, their leaves won't grow. Do you need 1 or 2? I don't remember.
I'll buy a couple more.
All right, just in case. And he raises the price each time, doesn't he? No, he doesn't. Okay. I'm thinking of someone else doing
Ocarina
that.
of Time.
That's where he does it? Oh, okay.
Because there's 10 total, so he raises it.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Because you don't lose the inventory like you do in this game.
Yeah.
All right. You can't climb your short. Maybe if you were tall, like a human, you could do that. Or a Hylian, whatever. In theory, you could just get caught and it'd be faster, but it kind of feels like cheating to do that. Or like not showing your skill properly. You know?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, that works.
Haha! An intruder! I told you not to enter any areas other than the royal chamber. It's a very rare occasion that you are allowed to enter, so do as I say. Follow this hole straight to the royal chamber. Do not enter any other areas whatsoever. Why are you doing this? Don't you just go out the outside?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure you go the lily pad path now. Okay, other way. You want to go the other direction. There you go. Outer Palace Garden, see? So, in this version of the game, if you spin into... Let's have you demonstrate this. If you spin into the hopping, you're going faster, and therefore you go further in your jumps. And as you probably notice, sometimes that's kind of necessary to make it. But in the 3DS remake, for some reason they changed that, so spinning into it doesn't make you go further.
Weird that there's a Deku
That is really weird. So in the remake, spinning into the jump does not make you go faster. Why can't you use it as a Deku Trap? That's weird.
I have no idea.
So, that is a change that I find completely baffling. I don't know why you would make that change, because it lets you go further. It's like a nice little way that, makes sense. That when you roll into a jump or whatever, or run into a roll or whatever, you know what I mean? You go further too, right?
Yeah.
So it makes sense that you would go further, and it's like a nice little thing. And I don't know why you'd bother to get rid of it. And also, they didn't move any of the lily pads, is my understanding. So some of them are like basically impossible to make it because you can't go further by spinning anymore. So I completely do not understand why they made that change. I feel like it's something that would make it less fun. Like, it was fun, I thought, to like spin into and go faster. Like, it was fun to do that. So I just find it completely perplexing. Well, that Pyrrhic victory? Is that what you want to call that?
Yeah, we'll call that Pyrrhic.
I wonder if it'll respawn when you have to go back.
I don't know. I should have just bubble shot it.
Yeah. We'll have to do that in future here, huh?
Where does that? That side goes to the piece of heart.
That's the piece of heart, yes. I don't know if you need to go there for any other reason than the piece of heart. I'm not sure. But see, yeah, you're going faster. It's fun. I always thought it was fun. I would always spin into it when I was playing. Not that I played very much. As I've said in, I think, the Ocarina of Time, I just watch Ben play games rather than actually playing them myself. Or if there's like a multiplayer, like I'll be the number 2 person while he does most of the work as the number 1 person or something. Like I'll be Tails while he's Sonic or something. But wow, that's a deep cut. That's a long time ago. Sonic the Hedgehog 3, is that? But I have actually played, as in picked up the controller and played a few of these older Zelda games, not to like actually beat the game, but just like to mess around.
Yeah, make maps.
Yeah, make maps. Because I'm a weirdo who does that. And whatnot. So I have done some of these things. So I've definitely run around as a Deku scrub.
This is distance-based, by the way, not time-based. You do slowly fall, but you won't drop flower petals until you've gone a certain distance.
Interesting. That's good to know, because then like you can hang out there for a while.
See?
Yeah,
But
I
if
see.
keep going a little bit
Then
further.
you drop petals. Yeah, that's really interesting. And you probably see the piece of heart on the ground as you're going here. But I think you hit each other midair.
I shot his nut. I'm shooting his nut out of the air.
Doing that twice, yeah. But also with this game, there are some things where like an obvious example of this would be with the Romani quest, where if you do the Romani Ranch thing, you can end up getting the circus leader's mask, which has basically no use. Except if you go back and do the Romani Ranch thing a second time, then it makes it easier. So like I've done things like that where it's like because you already played the game and beat it, it's easier, and like I've done the the easier iteration of it, kind of thing. Where you're able to like skip things or do the shortcut version of things or whatever because you already have the pieces you need. There's a piece of heart. Yep. So I have actually played this game some, but not like beating temples and stuff really the way that we're actually doing in this playthrough.
Yeah.
Versus like more of the side quest things of like wanting to see the dialogue and what the characters are doing, parts of it, and so I go play those bits and things like that.
Yeah.
Alright. And also with the map making, like Woodfall Temple is different after you beat Adolwa.
Mm-hmm.
And things like that. Some of the places change some. Such a good song, isn't it?
It is. It is a good song.
Alright. And this is the monkey's cage now, I think, right?
Yep. Should be.
And it's just 1 p.m. or almost 2, 1:45 or something on the first day.
You
so
have plenty of
nice
time
progress.
if you have songs.
If you slow down time, yeah, you can do it pretty quickly. This floor is so funny looking, like these ends of logs. Okay, I need to get British mode again. I need to be British. They keep saying that I kidnapped her. No matter how many times they say it, it's not going to bring the princess back. If they're not careful, the princess will fall victim to a monster. Why won't they believe what I say? Fine, I get it. Then I shall say nothing more to you. Punish me or do whatever else you might. I think because you're a Deku Scrub, you think you're with them. Oh, never mind, you're right. Oh, you have them, you do! Just like the princess. Deku pipes. Those will work great. By the way, who are you? Why doesn't he use his feet to untie himself, right?
I don't know. One thing that, like, keeping items when you go back in time is a little wonky, but keeping songs makes total sense because it's knowledge that you've gained.
Absolutely, yeah. Whoa, that's not important right now. Just listen to me. I was clapping his feet.
Yeah.
I was trying to find out about the poison in the swamp, so I went to Woodfall Temple above the waterfall. But the temple had become a monster's lair, and the princess was captured by the monster. Since the Deku King thinks I kidnapped the princess, he won't listen to a word I say. Now the princess is in trouble, so I must somehow hurry to the temple and save her. Do you understand my plight? Oh, you even nodded your head. So then that means... No, the music stopped. So they're all paying attention to you right now, and you're not looking to realize that. You will go in my place and save the princess. Okay, they're all moving closer to you. That's what the noise is. They're walking towards you and listening. Okay, now I'll teach you the melody that opens the temple. The princess taught it to me. We can't let them hear us, so I'll sing it softly. Open your ears and listen hard. Like pipes can be quiet. Tell that to somebody who plays bagpipes. Bagpipes cannot be quiet.
Nope.
Look at them all staring at you. I just looked at his
Loin leaf?
it feels very... If you go to the Vatican museums, you'll see that a lot.
Yeah.
They were added later for most of the statues. You learn the Sonata of Awakening. This melody awakens those who have fallen into a deep sleep.
I think there's some other random places you can use it for stuff.
There are
Because of
at
that.
least 2 other places you're going to be using it, yes. Okay, I have to do British voice again. Everyone, did you hear that? This melody, which only the Deku royal family knows. This is like...
Zelda's lullaby.
Exactly. Just like the going through the garden was like the Hyrule Castle.
Yeah.
It proves the foolish monkey deceived the princess so he could enter the temple. So does this mean the Deku princess is our Zelda of this game?
I guess so.
Everyone, let the monkey's punishment commence! Does that mean Adolwa is like Ganondorf?
I guess.
Your punishment... You better take the shortcut to Deku people used to get to the Woodfall Temple. But you must hurry. If you don't, I will be punished by the Deku King. We have to go back in and watch his punishment because it's hilarious. I guess we can do that at the very end when we get him with the princess. But your punishment is that you are thrown out and you can enter whenever you want again. Like, they don't understand how to, like, punish you. Like, it's like, I told you not to enter anywhere else, but you can go back in again and no one will stop you, you know? Like, they don't really take punishing you very seriously. But they do take punishing the monkey very seriously. I wonder if it's speciesism or something. Ah, look at this. Ah, they're dipping the monkey in. Oh, this is horrible. Look at this. Wow. Punishment! Punishment! They all sang punishment, I think. The butler, if you look at him, he's got a completely different pose now. Oh, look at them dancing. Oh, wow. This is so dramatic. Oh, no, I guess it must be later on. When you come back, he's like, I think he's like on his knees, like... Anyway, it's terribly sad, but nothing can calm the king now. Our swamps have become poisoned. This may be the end of the Deku Kingdom. Oh, great. There it is. I knew he bowed down at some point. Oh, great lords, save us. See, I knew he was like on his knees at some point. How about that? Hot, isn't it? The monkey shall suffer and suffer till he can suffer no more. You shall know the wrath of a king whose darling princess was taken away from him. Look at his poses. Oh, this is great. I love it.
His dance is mesmerizing.
It is. This should be Kamaro's dance, right?
Yeah.
Now let's go see what the other one, because the other ones are dancing too, and he's like, oh, I'm begging you, and the other guys are like hopping around. Well, we have a bad angle here. They're like doing backflips and stuff. Like, this is cool. Ooh, hot, stop it, please! They keep saying that I kidnapped it, no matter how many times they say it's not going to bring the princess back. There's the king in the background.
I've never gone in here to look at this before, by the way.
Look at his eyes! He's like, oh! Oh, and the water's coming off of him, too. Wow, this is awesome. Why would you not come in here to look at this, Ben? Look at the dancing.
I was always too hurried.
Punishment! Punishment! Oh, this is so fun.
I was always too busy going to the temple to actually come back here and see what was happening inside.
To be fair, though, you come back here and see this when you bring the princess.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
But
'cause that's when I've seen it.
I've
like,
never really looked at it.
I never. You always just rush to. Like, I remember the Deku Butler, because he's right up there next to the king. So you go and you talk to the Deku Butler, and you have him like begging, you know, on his hands and knees, and then you go and you talk to the king and like give the princess there and fix everything. So I've never like talked to the monkey.
Yeah.
And seen him like get dipped and come back out and be like, whoa, you know, with his expression. So that was really fun. I'm glad we did that.
Same.
Oh, he almost got caught. Yay! All right. Get some more money. Again, it's probably faster just to get caught, but it's not as fun that way.
But I want to stealth past them.
I know. It feels more like an accomplishment if you stealth past them. Alright. Ooh, more money. If you go to the right.
Oh, yeah.
They have a lot of money just lying around.
They do. Kind of.
I mean, it's all blues and greens, but
They have a lot of rupees lying around.
yes. Yeah, it's probably more accurate than a lot of money. Because it's not like red rupees lying around and stuff. Or silver. Now, they like barely have silver rupees, I feel like, in Ocarina of Time, but they have a lot of silver.
They have a ton of silver rupees in Ocarina of Time, but they're used for the collect 5 rupees to open the thing type stuff.
Collect 5 rupees to open the what?
Yeah, like the silver rupees that you collect 5 of.
No. Yeah, I mean like actual worth money.
I don't think. I mean, those are worth like 5 rupees, I think. But they don't have. Now, is it?
Yeah, it's right over there if you go to the. Yeah. And we're gonna meet the owl.
Yeah.
Woodfall shortcut for use by Deku Scrubs only. But like, there's a lot of silver rupees being 100 rupee worth. They have a lot of them in this game.
Yeah, they do.
Relatively speaking.
But like money in this game, because you like
go back in time.
Your wallet gets emptied.
Yeah, it's more like not just like you filled up with 500 and you never buy anything, so you just like money's worthless. This one you have to keep on. Isn't that a dragonfly? As long as you stay away from its tail, it's no big danger. Yeah, as long as you stay away from the tail. That's a big if there that you got going on, Tattle. Ooh, you can get a heart too. That's nice. Since you just lost a quarter. But yeah, like that's a good point because we've talked about that in general. That like figuring out the dynamics of things like rupees, where you late in the game you don't have much of a use for them. You just like collect them and you're just full up. And what are you supposed to do to make the like economy, quote unquote, work? There's a Swamp Spider house, by the way.
Yep.
And in this game, because you run out of rupees, they're able to make it work. If that makes sense.
Yeah, there's more use to them, more value to them, because like also being able to buy arrows and other supplies is more useful when those get reset.
Yeah.
Periodically.
So they're able to kind of maintain the in-game economy, quote unquote economy, you know, in a different manner than is the case. Oh, can we see Kapor Gabor already? Oh no, not. Yes, there he is. The cute owl. Hello, owl. Whoop, 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 whoop. This is a rare sight. You are a fairy child, correct? What business might you have in this poisoned swamp? If you dare not venture further, I shall pass no judgment. It is better that you hurry back to town. This swamp you are in has lost its guardian deity, but it was destined to fade anyway. Hoot! And that destiny is not solely limited to this swamp. If you have the courage and determination to proceed in the face of destiny, then I shall teach you something useful. Before coming here, had you not seen any of these stone statues that bear close resemblance to me? And that they're owls. I have placed those throughout the land to aid the one with the power to change the destiny of this land, wherever he may appear. Destiny was a big thing in Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
If you have left proof of our encounter on any of those stone statues, then the song carved at my feet will certainly be of some assistance. Remember it well and play it whenever the need arises.
Or wherever, whichever.
Yeah. Did I say whenever?
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's okay.
I failed. From the first time you play this song, we shall become eternal friends, transcending time and place. He is so different in this game because I'm used to him. We saw this a lot if you watch our Ocarina of Time playthrough. By the way, notes are carved in the stone. That I was very much like, I love you, Kapor Gabor, you're my favorite. But I remembered him in the Soaring Wings Take Flight from this game, because this is the game I remember better. So I was like, oh yeah, Kapor Gabor, that guy. And in this game, he shows up twice. Oh, that's an easy one to do with your C-stick. You just like zoom around. I remember from this game. So in this game, he shows up twice, and never see him any sign of him again. He's completely mysterious, and he's also very in-game, if that makes sense. Yeah. Whereas in Ocarina of Time, he's very out of the game of like, here's how, make sure you use the control stick properly kind of stuff.
Here's the map subscreen.
Where it's like, you're not in-game.
Yeah.
You're like a meta help or something, not like in-game. So whereas this guy is like all being like, ooh, mysterious, I placed these things to help the hero who's gonna change the destiny of this land that's doomed to die. Very like in-game.
Termina.
Yeah, Termina's ending, right? It's very like, You learned the song soaring, by the way.
Yes, we did.
And it swoops you up and sends you soaring to a stone bird statue in an instant, in case you were wondering.
It's very useful.
Very useful. And it's only one song instead of having to memorize 6 or whatever different songs.
It is, in fact, 6. You're
in Ocarina of Time. So that's nice. Like, just to memorize one song, and it's a very easy song, too. So it's more convenient in that way. But he's very different in that regard of, he kept on popping up. I could not believe how many times we saw him. Once we saw him, like, back to back. It was like, we just saw you 2 seconds ago, and suddenly we're seeing you again. What's happening? So I forgot how much he showed up in Ocarina of Time, and also how not a character, but like a spokesperson for the training manual he was. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's fun seeing him in this game where he feels a bit more like he's a character and a kind of mysterious, guide or something. Ooh, good thing he didn't fall off. But anyway, so it's interesting how they kind of repurposed him. And I think they do a better job in this game of not having the, like, let's just tell you how to play the game in a very artificial feeling way.
Yeah.
Because, like, even when you are learning, like, if you want to know how to play as a Goron or a Zora, you read, like, basically the gravestones of the Goron and Zora that you're taking the form of. And it's written in a way that kind of feels more, you're going to make it sink. Oh, well. It's going to make it feel more, oh, dear. You don't have a fairy or anything. Oh, that was bad. What happens? Now we're going to find out what happens when you die without a fairy. I've never actually seen this happen before recently. And with that, shall we end the video? No.
Nah, I want to get to the thing.
Okay. But now, do you lose any? Okay, no, you still have your beans. I almost said green beans. Your magic beans. So it just kind of set you back where you were.
Yeah.
Without a heart. But then we got a heart, so that was okay. You have to be at an angle, which is tricky with this. Haha. That went more smoothly, I think. It would be harder to be less smooth than the last one, I suppose, considering how
well,
that
one
went.
I already got.
But also, if you fall off in this way, then you can jump on a lily pad.
Yes, that was...
So that is the reason to do it like this. Oh, that just paralyzes him. Interesting. But yeah, so I feel like they do a better job of kind of integrating the... Weird,
that bubble deals more damage than my sword.
Oh, wow. That's pretty neat. I mean, it's a magic bubble after all. But do you like the honeycomb effect of the grass, by the way? That's kind of funny. But yeah, the integrating the tutorial into the game is something that I imagine is, from several standpoints. It could be in terms of incorporating it so it's like not a separate tutorial area that's really boring to do versus having it be part of the gameplay where it teaches you as you're playing the game. Yeah. But also in terms of integrating it in the Narvazad, right? Of like, it's that it's not like breaking the fourth wall of here's how to use your, map menu or subscreen or whatever,
yeah.
Versus like, we now have acquired a map, or whatever. Anyhow, isn't this the Deku scrap mark? I wonder if they worshipped here. I have never seen that Deku scrap mark anywhere else except for right here, right? I'm sure it appears somewhere else. Ye who hold the sacred sword, leave proof of our encounter. I don't think you read that for the other 2 ones you opened, did you?
I'm not sure that I did.
Alright, well. You have to be the Deku scrub if you want to play the... Oh, okay, that's what you're doing. I was wondering if you were, but then you are gonna... Yeah, you caught a fairy in a bottle.
I want to open up the dungeon and end there.
Alright, sounds good to me.
I'm looking for a magic refill.
Oh, yeah, you might want that.
I did not find a magic refill.
Well, maybe when you get in the dungeon you'll get one. Alright, look at that weird plant that is growing right there on the side of this. That's really funny. Alright. Da 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 da. No.
No.
Sideways. Da da. No. It's higher notes. No. No. There you go. A. There you go.
There we go.
Oh, we managed it.
It's so much harder when it's directions than buttons, and I don't know why.
I would find directions easier. That's interesting. because the arrows are pointing in those directions. Ooh, the sunken temple, as they referred to it earlier. So
Yeah. Well, here we are. This is where the dungeon's going to be.
cracky noises. All right, Woodfall Temple.
Yeah, let's walk inside and call it an episode.
You can just barely make it, I think.
Yeah.
Yay. All right.
And here we are. So this will be next time. But I thank you all for joining us this time. Until then, take care, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.